All right, let's get started. Today my family and I will gone this village forever. I really am not welcome here.
JJ, don't say anything like that. You better change your mind. The villagers and I will miss you very much.
Of course you won't do that, and that's what upsets me the most. You will really celebrate if we leave the village forever.
No way! We are your best friends and would never dare to rejoice. Stop it! Don't fly away from here. This is your village and I am your best friend.
We have had enough of Mikey. I know that this village really doesn't need us. We will fly as far away as possible so that no one can find us, much less bring us back.
I have already prepared everything to fly away. I packed my things, took a plane, and now all that remains is to fly away with my family. That's why you were a good friend, but maybe we will meet somewhere else.
Just know, JJ, you are always welcome here and no one has ever kicked you out. Just come back as soon as possible. We will all be waiting for you.
Great, guys. We took off on the plane and it's time to fly away from here. There really are a lot of problems in this village, but I'm not doing all this for nothing.
I had really serious reasons, and we decided to check on the villagers and Mikey. We were curious what they would do if we flew away.
None of them seriously decided to stop us. They all just agreed with our decision and just let us go. I don't think that's what real friends do.
Anyway, we have completely different plans now. We need to decide on some things, and of course, see, everything is not that simple. And this is my genius plan. Everything will go as it should.
Now my task is, of course, to go back to the village and follow them. I wonder what they will be doing when we disappeared from the village.
It always seemed to us that Mikey and the villagers really don't like us very much. That's why we decided to find out the whole truth. To do this, we had to play a scene like this.
That's why we are jumping out of the plane. This is my perfect plan. I decided to prank Mikey and the villagers by leaving forever. When we get back to the village, I will need to secretly watch them, use all my things, and of course the disguise. I will definitely find out the whole truth about them and what they think of me. This is really all very serious, because I suspect my entire village that they don't need us anymore, and they are making fun of us. To check this, I did all this.
I hope that we will get a good result, and we will really be able to find out something. It seems to me that this is really the only way to win.
Now we need to build a small camp and learn a lot of new things about Mikey and his villagers. That's why I will go now to build a suitable place for us. As soon as I finish everything here, I'll immediately go to the village and observe everything. Then I'll be able to figure out exactly what's going on and what we should do about it.
I'll go and monitor the village. As soon as something happens, I'll definitely let you know and come back to the camp. It will be really safe that way. In the meantime, you build the camp.
Okay, contact me by phone and give me one. That way we'll always be in touch if anyone needs anything. The most important thing is not to get caught ahead of time. So, it's time for me to get to work too and do everything as quickly as possible. Otherwise, we can get into big trouble if we don't make a good camp. My family needs a rest too. Ask me why I decided to prank Mikey like that. It seemed to me that he was looking at me and my family with some evil eyes. That's why I decided that it would be best to just fake leave the village and go to nature to rest a little, but also to keep an eye on Mikey and find out what he thinks about us. Now, of course, the most important thing is to make a simply perfect place. Then in this way, we can solve everything and find out the whole truth without any problems. But of course, my family needs a little rest, so I need to try to put everything in place and clean up this area so that no one can tell me anything. That's why we need to solve everything here and now. Every time I want to finish the job and win this battle, I will definitely find out some of Mikey's terrible secrets. My wife is watching Mikey now, and as soon as something starts, I will immediately go to the village and find out all his terrible secrets. This way I can really teach him a lesson. Of course, the continuation of our prank depends on what state Mikey and the villagers are in. If they are happy, then we will need to prepare something grandiose. Then I'll want to really scare Mikey and make him feel guilty. In any case, we can quickly implement all this, but I hope that he really misses us. The camp already looks pretty good at this point. We need to keep doing all this to create the best one. My wife will definitely be happy with this place and we'll have a rest. So now my task is to really quickly solve everything and build it so that my wife really won't be too angry with me. I have everything I need in my bags to build a cool camp. There will be a tent, a fire, and much more to make a cozy place for me and my family. Of course, rest is really important, and I hope that she will be happy. But for some reason, it seems to me that I will have to change and spoil all this. In any case, if my suspicions are confirmed, then I will immediately proceed to my brilliant plan. Of course, this is to build an interesting prank for him. In any case, there is no choice as such. We will have to solve all the problems here and now, and of course see what comes of her surveillance. In any case, I will then have to go to the village and search everything there and see what Mikey and the villagers think of us. That will be the most interesting thing. I have already put a lot of things here. My camp looks really cool. Now my wife will be happy that we came to this place and decided to relax here. But she hasn't called for a long time. Maybe I should call and find out how everything is going. It could be really interesting. Suddenly there is something special there. Yes, I need to call already because too much time has passed. She definitely should have found out something. Wife, hi, how are you? What's going on in the village?
Everything is really suspicious in the village. Mikey and the villagers seem to be very happy. I think you need to come to the village and see all this for yourself.
Okay, I'll be there very soon. If what my wife said is true, then we really can learn a lot of new things. So we can leave the camp as it was. We need to move as quickly as possible towards my wife and find out everything that is going on in the village. Suddenly, Mikey really has something very cunning planned. My task now is to go there and, together with the camouflage, find out what is happening in the village. My wife will probably go to the camp and rest. After all, I have already built everything. So, friends, let's hurry up and go to the village. I really became interested in what my wife was talking about there. Suddenly, terrible things really are happening there. Okay, I know exactly where my village is by the compass. It's time to go there and, of course, see what is happening there. I really became very interested in this. But I will not see or hear anything. I need to somehow get closer, and then I will better know what is happening there. For this, I need camouflage. But how can I get there? They will notice me right away. Camouflage. But what kind? I think I had some kind of leaf-related one. Do I really have to use it? Of course, I remember that it really is possible to use it. But the most important thing is that Mikey doesn't find me ahead of time. That's the main plan. Okay, it's decided. Since I want to find out more, I need to get closer. Then I'll be able to hear all their conversations, and then I'll know for sure whether I'm important to them or not.
Villagers, I'm so glad that you all came. This is a really cool day for us because we've been waiting for this for a really long time. We couldn't wait any longer. JJ has finally left the village, and now I'll be the boss here. Of course, we'll give his diamonds to you and blow up his house.
Oh, friends, I can't believe all this. Was Mikey really waiting for us to leave? Now he's gonna give me my diamonds and blow up my house. I never thought Mikey could do something like that, but most likely, he's wanted me to leave the village for a long time. He was just holding back his emotions.
Here are the diamonds that JJ has been saving for so long, friends. Since he left the village, he doesn't need them anymore, and you don't have to worry about us using them. But there's going to be a huge explosion very soon. I know you all came to actually watch the complete destruction of JJ's house. It's going to be a really cool show.
Apparently, all this is really happening behind your back. I never thought that my village and the villagers along with Mikey were capable of such a thing. How good that I know!
Yoo-hoo, friends! Just look at all this! This is really JJ's house exploding! We've been waiting for this show for so long, and this is really what we need! We're going to have fun and celebrate that he's finally left the village! That's the most important thing! We also need to destroy the plane's runway so that he can't come back!
Because for a very long time, I thought that these were my best friends whom I could rely on. But everything turned out to be much worse than I could have ever imagined. They really betrayed me. All of them did it. It was really horrible, and I can't believe they could do that, but they did it anyway. That's why I decided I wanted to get revenge on Mikey and scare him really bad. I want to make it look like my camp was attacked and I was destroyed. That'll really make Mikey think about what he did and why he kicked me out. He's really gone too far and we'll have to punish him. My wife needs to know the truth, and we can come up with a plan together to punish him. Okay, it's time to call her and tell her everything that happened. She needs to know that the villagers and Mikey betrayed us and they wanted us to leave. Wife, this is just unbelievable. Mikey betrayed us and we have to take revenge on him. I want to prepare a really scary prank for him. Will you help me?
I completely agree, and we have to punish him. Since you have a plan, let's implement it as quickly as possible and show that you can't betray your best friends.
We've dressed up as police and are now preparing a crime scene. Then we'll come to Mikey and tell him that bandits attacked me and my family and destroyed everyone. Mikey will really regret letting me go so easily. I think I can bring him back to the good side because he's a good guy. It really could be much more difficult than usual, but I think we can overcome all the difficulties together and work together again. I just need to talk to them all, and of course understand what I did wrong, that they wanted to literally kick me out of the village. After all, that could be the essence of the problem. But now my goal is to prepare a place for the most terrible prank. It will be an attack and destruction of me and my camp. Right now, I'm on my own and I definitely shouldn't expect help from them. I need to find out literally everything they think about me and why it's much more important. But it seems to me that Mikey won't be ready to talk to me. That could really complicate things. We need to solve everything as quickly as possible, right here and now. I have all the things now to quickly build it and without any problems implement my plan to prank Mikey. It will be really scary for him, because I can scare him by telling him that I was attacked and destroyed. He definitely wouldn't expect something like this. That's why we can solve all this quickly. It seems to me that this is the only way we can solve all the problems and bring this to the very end. The faster we do all this, the better. I want to finish this as soon as possible. I want to know the whole truth and see Mikey's reaction. He will definitely be very upset, even though he is now very easily blowing everything up and taking my diamonds. But it seems to me that somewhere deep down, he is good and will worry if something happens to me. That's why I need to prepare a really scary place for all this. As soon as I do all this, I will get answers to all my questions. He will definitely tell me why all this happened and why he was so happy that I left the village once and for all. It's really weird. As for me, I didn't do anything to make all the villagers and Mikey happy about my departure, but I have to find out and I need to hurry with the construction. It all has to look really plausible, that there was a brutal battle here and that I lost it. I even have a cooler for this and I can use it. That's why Mikey will have no choice but to believe all this. But I need to tell him somehow. How can I do this? Maybe use some kind of disguise again? I like this option. I can use the police disguise to talk to Mikey and tell him about the terrible news. He will definitely believe me. And then he will come to the camp and of course he will look at all this. But for him, it will be just a prank and then I will laugh at him very hard. But, of course, I will make him rebuild my house from the very beginning because he blew up everything. I also need to set the plane on fire, as if we crashed. My family and I got into a really serious problem and couldn't escape. That's the story I'll tell Mikey, and he'll definitely have to believe it, because then we can solve all the problems here and now. I think this is a really good prank, so that Mikey will realize everything and won't do anything like that, and definitely won't be happy if we leave the village forever. We even laid out tracks and all that's left for me and my wife to do is just take Mikey through all these places. Then he'll be really scared and we'll blame ourselves. But in the end, of course, we'll confess and I'll charge him with a lot of things because he really didn't act like a true friend. That's the whole problem. Okay, wife, we need to go to Mikey and talk to him about all this. Great, we've arrived in the village and we haven't been noticed yet. We should go to Mikey and find out what he's doing. He's just laying down lava for now. It's weird.
Ha ha ha, it's perfect, just like I wanted. It's definitely destroyed now. Anyway, we're going to celebrate right now.
Mikey, what happened here? Why was JJ's house blown up? You need to explain it to me right now.
Oh, cops, it was a complete accident. No one knows what happened. There were just explosions and everyone gathered here. You came to me to ask this. I already gave you the answer, so can you leave me?
I have bad news, Mikey. JJ was attacked near the village. He crashed a plane and it was destroyed by bandits in the camp. Yes, I'm more than sure. If you don't believe me, then you can come with me and see for yourself. But I'll tell you right away, you'll be really shocked by all of this.
Take me there immediately. Maybe I can still save JJ. I can't believe that something like this could happen to him. I thought he could handle all the difficulties. Oh no, it's really terrible here. They must have crashed a plane. But where are they? I can't see them at all. Maybe they managed to survive?
As I know, there were tracks here, so we need to follow them and see what's going on there. So they're definitely somewhere nearby. We need to find their place.
This is really very scary, but there's nothing we can do. We need to find them and somehow save them. I'm more than sure that with them, that's the most important thing.
I just noticed all this and decided to call you so that you could judge everything for yourself. It seemed to me that you were happy that JJ's house was blown up. Can you say something about this?
I just wanted to prank JJ when he was supposed to come back because he was constantly pranking me and I wanted to respond in kind. But apparently that won't work anymore.
This is a really terrible prank, but still, let's follow the trail and then you'll see for yourself that your pranks really did have serious consequences for JJ.
Oh no, he was really destroyed. JJ, my friend, forgive me. It's all because of me. If you hadn't flown away, everything would have been really fine.
Yes, Mikey, you really did badly to your friend. You blew up his house, took his diamonds, and all for the sake of a prank. Now it's been destroyed. Are you happy about it?
Of course not. If I knew that everything would be exactly like this, then of course I and the other villagers would always support them and would always want him to be home.
That's why, Mikey, you really don't understand anything. We could have avoided all this, but you decided to prank me. But you got caught in my own prank. It was really funny.
Wait, so you're JJ? So you set everything up like this and decided to prank me? That's not fair at all. I wasn't ready for that.
It seems to me that everything is as it should be. That's why, friends, we will say goodbye to you. See you very soon. Bye, everyone.